I present to you the Pro-200. The Pro-200 handheld video game system. Complete in its box. It's so complete, I'll show you real quick. It's so complete, the thing is still wrapped in bubble wrap, right? If you haven't seen, if you're looking at this and you're like, you know, Draco, that just looks like a shitty handheld system, I don't see what's so funny. That, you're correct, it is just a shitty handheld system. You might be saying, why is it called Pro-200 if down here it says there's 256 games? Shouldn't it be called the Pro-256? Look, man, I didn't name this thing, okay? Back in the 90s, commercials for this thing aired all over, like, I think Cartoon Network was hit the heaviest. But it aired on many of the other channels, and the commercial for this thing is, legendary.
Hey, what do you got there?
The video game has over 200 games.
Cool, 200 games?
That's right! Over 200 games can be yours with Pro-200, the greatest bargain in computer game history.
And they famously say in the commercial, never buy another expensive cartridge again. And it goes to a clip, there's like a trash can, and you see someone with the Super Nintendo game, and they just drop it in, and turns out they're actually dropping a copy of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition or whatever in the trash can, which just really riled people up back in the day. It's like, you're throwing away a copy of Street Fighter for the Pro-200. The Pro-Tech Pro-200 Computer Game and Entertainment Center with over 50,000 ways to play. Now, the reason they get away with this, right, is you've got, it's Pro-200, but there's 256 games in one, but there's over 50,000 ways to play. They're doing some retard math here, because obviously, you know, what is 256? What is something times something is 256? Is it 16? Is it 16 times 16 that gives you 256 or something? This is a square number. Anyways, it's a power of 2. That's why it's 256. Basically, you got this, but then there's like 15 levels and there's 15 speeds to the game. Also a calculator, as you can see right here. It's just a fucking dead ass calculator right there. But it's like 256 times. Hang on, let me bust out the thing real quick. 256 times 15 times 15 again. Yeah, it gives you 57,600. So they say 256 games in one with over 50,000 ways to play, assuming you play every single iteration of the game at each level and each speed. So, you know, they're really doing that nice shady math there to pad it out. Over here you got where I think they were supposed to either, you know, they were supposed to print a barcode, but, you know, I guess they decided that thing was optional, because this was only available on TV, you guys. You could only order this from the commercial on TV, 1995. God bless Billy Mays, rest his soul. He didn't advertise this, but, you know, 1995. You know, people say John 3:16 and stuff, whatever, when talking about the Bible. Well, you have Billy 1995, okay? That's my Bible verse. On the back there again is no barcode here, but we get a little bit of a diagram with the Pro-200. Let's check out these features. On-off button, great. Each game has 15 skill levels and 15 levels of speed. It's got a flip screen, that's a feature. It's got a reset function, ladies and gentlemen. You know, consoles these days don't actually have a reset button. The Xbox, wait, does the Xbox 360 have one? Is that like if you push the front button on an Xbox 360, does it turn the system off or does it reset it? Is it like the PS2 where you have to hold it? Whatever, that was a bad joke. Anyways, you get a reset button on this thing, so, you know, that's where the money's going. You also got an 8-digit calculator, comfortable handheld design. Look at this, man. Four levels of sound, including mute. Including mute. They didn't have to let you mute the thing if it made your ears bleed, but the fine folks at Pro-Tech, they're looking out for you. You never have to buy another game again. They threw away a copy of Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition or whatever it is for the Super NES. Let's take a look at what they were getting in return for that, for their 1995. Fire Tank Attack, Race Car, Shooting Attack, Frog-a-Log, Frog-a-Long, Ping Pong, Swallow Snake's Egg, That sounds vaguely sexual. Flying bees, hammer attack, left moving brick, timing brick. It does come with the hit sequel. I mean, left moving brick, Game of the Year 1994, whatever. It comes with the sequel, right moving brick. It also comes with the not so well received reboot of the series, upside down brick. Okay, you know, they can't all be winners, right? Reduction brick. You get right moving and timing brick, timing and reduction brick, and of course, combination brick, which is actually, I believe that's just, you can order that at a Chinese restaurant when they give you a plate of food that's just inedible trash. It's called the combination brick. Timing and reduction brick, or just reduction brick by itself. Come on, guys. This is like Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and then Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. You had to split that into two different games, but all along, you cheap motherfuckers. It was meant to be put together anyways. It requires 2 AA batteries that are not included because, you know, they really had, I mean, in order to give you the most value for your buck, to keep the price low, to keep those margins, you know, keep them where they need to be, no batteries included with the Pro-200. You gotta bring those things yourself. It takes 1G, 10 amp watch, 10 amp? 10 amps seems a little, I don't know. Watch battery is included. They did give you one of those because I don't know where the fuck you're supposed to find one of those, so good for them. U.S. and foreign patents granted and pending. I always love that when someone sells something, they sell a product that says patent pending. It's like, I guess it just takes forever for that paperwork to clear. It's like you just couldn't just wait to get it out the door. There's a thing that says made in China. It also says distributed by, and then presumably, you know, if this was being, you know, someone buying stock direct from the company, they could have their company name or their logo printed in this box, and you know, you'd be able to kind of co-brand it. Maybe that's also what this is for. I noticed there is still no barcode anywhere on this, so I think that's probably still where the barcode would go. But like I said, this one this came from a seller on eBay. Not counting shipping, because I feel like shipping doesn't really factor into the value of an item. I paid $4.17 for this. Before we show off the games, though, there is a very peculiar disclaimer that I want to put. I just want to point out on the bottom here. I'm going to try to focus on this. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Copyright, 1998, I'm sorry. Copyright 1998. I think the company, is that, hang on, does it say it somewhere else? I think it's hard to read, but I think that's IMTV. All rights reserved. Any use of the graphics or photography will be considered an infringement, and IMTV will prosecute. Come at me, motherfuckers. I spent $4 on this. I think I can afford another $2.13 to defend this video in a American court of law. Oh, there it is, the Pro-200. But also, is it? Oh, here it is. This, like I said, it's complete in box. It does have its instructions. It looks like, I mean, it looks like there's a lot. There's hang on. There's a lot to take in here. It's also printed on both sides. So let's just peruse this manual. Let's see, you know, let's just take a look. Let's take a look at the highlights. Obviously, we got to take a look at this sweet shitty little patent drawing of the game system. Looks like the really fat Samus Aran face. It explains in very elaborate detail what up, down, left, and right do. In case that wasn't self-explanatory, it's like, you know, this is, you know, Peanut Brain is playing Super Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo. Galaxy Brain is playing the Pro-200. So yeah, they're gonna have to explain to all the retards out there that have been trying to master Yoshi's Island. They have to tell you what up, down, left, and right do. Okay. We got, it looks like it just goes into directions for specific games. It starts off here with Fire Tank Attack, which means how to play. Shoot and clear all the targets in the target zone while dodging the enemy's fire. Okay. Defeat the team of opposing tanks by shooting them with your cannon. Well, you know, they explain the game in one sentence. That's the thing. Okay. we're making fun of, you know, shitty games, but that's one of the things that I always like. That's always a good test for a game. Can you explain what you have to do in one sentence? Pro-200, they got you covered. Objective, shoot the blocks to gain points. The player that accumulates the most points wins. This is not a two-player system, so I really don't know, why they say the player who gets the most points wins. You're the only player, so congratulations. You are the de facto champion of shooting attack. Ping pong obviously is Pong, but they can't call it that because whoever owns the rights to Pongs will consider that an infringement and will prosecute. We got swallow snake's egg. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that. Okay. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a knockoff of Snake. Move Snake of blocks in case it wasn't obvious the type of shit we're dealing with here. Move the Snake of blocks. I'm more of a Queen of Hearts kind of person. I'm not so much Snake of blocks. To connect with a single. Oh, we're losing our focus here. To connect with a single block or eat block to make the snake longer. Avoid hitting sides of the screen, obstacles, or the snake's own tail. And then all of the brick games are actually just I through P down here. They're just mentioned. They all seem to have the same the same controls. They just basically tell you, you know, left moving brick. You know, it's actually, hang on. Left moving brick, it says right here, left moving brick, right moving brick are literally just clones of Tetris where bricks either go to the left or the right. Now we have played a lot of knockoff garbage on this stream, but we have never played some shitty Tetris bootleg where the only thing they did was they made the bricks go that way or this way. We haven't seen either one. Here it is, in all its glory, the Pro-200. It looks kind of, I guess it looks like the picture from the manual. You open it up. There it is. Full function calculator right here. This is a major selling point in the commercial. They got a whole scene of some kid. I mean, this was filmed in the 90s, so this motherfucker's dressed like he plays guitar for fucking Nirvana. He's sitting there listening to Harvey Danger, and he's doing his math homework. You know, he's shit, dude. This kid looks like he grew up to be in Pearl Jam. We are going to turn it on, but we have to put the batteries in first. So let me flip it over, and I would like to show you guys something funny on the bottom here. This is actually the battery compartment. The calculator, for some reason, if we open it back up, the calculator is powered by the little button cell battery. The game portion is powered by the two AA batteries. So, you know, those go in, obviously those go in down here. But right here is where the button cell goes for the calculator. And just to inspect it, you know, the seller did say it was essentially new in box, and it was. But I tried to open up this little back twisty thing, and the plastic is so cheap that you can kind of see that when I stuck a quarter in there and tried to turn it, it just scooped out the fucking plastic. It will not open. Alright. Put these, oh shit! Just turns on by itself. Alright. Yeah. Hang on. Oh. The classiest rendition of Ode to Joy that 1995 can buy, ladies and gentlemen. And if we open it up, it did just turn itself on. Hang on. Let's take a look at this sweet intro here. Pro-200. And then it swirls in like we just beat a level in Robotron. And it goes, just says Pro-200 again. Again. We got G, we got A. I think that was Fire Tank Attack or something. What is that changing? Oh shit, this is adjusting the speed and the level. Okay, well, how do I... A... What the f... Oh, okay, I see. This is game A, version 1, version 2, so how do we... Is it this? Hang on.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did we go from A to C? There's... Okay. Hang on, if I... No, you have to kind of hold it for it to skip, and it kind of deliberately went over that. Okay, I figured let's just try these games out in order. We got time to kill. It's the first show of the year. Let's just kick back. I think we hit start down here. What is game A? Let me get the instructions out so I can at least remember what these dumb games are called. Okay, A. This one's called Fire Tank Attack. And we just gotta... Oh, hell yeah. That's probably really loud. Okay, these are tanks.
It looks like the type of shit you'd see in a game of Life Genesis, but no, this is I mean, okay, so we have to ask ourselves. We have to ask ourselves this. I really can't move around from the center of the screen. I'm the guy in the middle. I guess I should point out. I really can't leave in the middle, and you can't run into anything because, like, okay, hang on. If I do this, shit. Well, I died. Wasn't there supposed to be 4 levels of sound, including mute? So hang on. Let me see something. Let's start that again. Start it. Oh no, it just... Okay. It does... It just step... It's not instant mute. You press it multiple times, and that's the volume option. No, they get... No, Dr. Doof, they get... Shut up! There is 4 levels of sound. It's as it says on the tin. Let's try B. B is race car, and I'm willing to bet this is just that thing where you just dodge left and right. But let's check out the sweet tunes. Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Oh man. Oh, you can speed up by pressing the button. So I realized something. We have to ask ourselves, the game that we were just playing with the shitty tanks, is that... Oh, we beat the stage. Was that better or was that worse than Tank A 1990 or Battle City for the NES? And I gotta say, I wouldn't throw out my copy of Battle City for the Pro-200. And then, as far as race car goes, is this better or worse than Road Fighter for the NES? And you know that you might be shocked to hear it. It's not. Anyways, let's go real fast. Oh, that didn't work. The best-selling game. This is the killer app, if you will, of the Pro-200 gaming system. Ladies and gentlemen, Shooting Attack. You just... So, I'm not even... Oh, no, I am shooting a brick. It's just, like I said, it turns into a blur. It's moving too fast to see. All I'm doing is I'm controlling the thing at the bottom. And, you know, we're just shooting at the blocks as they come down. Can I make them come down any faster? I guess that would be turning up the speed of the game, but... Oh boy! Dr. Surgeon Guy, this was the game I played the most, I believe. I mean, I can see, this is... we just advanced, we ranked up, we went up a level. Let's put shooting at... Jesus Christ, this just goes on. You done? Okay. Let's put the speed on 15. Let's make it an I Love Lucy gag. Put the speed on 15. Let's start up Shooting Attack. Let's see how impossible it is to play. Oh, oh fuck yeah! That's not winnable at all. What the hell? Okay. Pressing reset also doesn't save your sound setting, so it puts it back on full fucking blast. Because the Pro-200, they just wanted you to hear this. Oh my god. You know, Dr. Surgeon Guy, the thing that's inside the Pro-200, I have one somewhere. I'm trying to go through what's left of my belongings after Harvey, but I had a big rectangular red thing that was called Brick Game, like 9,999 or 9,001, and it had a little yellow mouse on the bottom, and it was basically a lot of the same games that's on the Pro-200. The thing that is the Pro-200, the console, the thing inside with the games, was just one of those shitty system-on-a-chip things that was just dropped into, you know, various LCD screen handhelds. I mean, the other game that I'm sure we're both thinking of had the same thing right here, the same LCD. D is Frogalog, which is a non-copyright infringing Frogger, so let's start that sweet music up again. Oh, yeah. Oh, that just looks like shit. Can you guys even see this? Okay, so you just step on the white... Oh my god. And you blow up if you fuck it up. So you step on the white parts, but unlike Frogger, you don't actually move with the log? There, oh, I got it. Oh my god, you have to... Oh, holy shit. Okay, see now how on Frogger, how you have to get 5 frogs to the top, the little homes for the frogs? You have to do the same thing here, but I think you have to fill that entire top row. Not the entire blank spot, but that entire top row where that one little block is. That's going to be fucking impossible to get it on the far right. There's no way to do that. It doesn't move that way. I wonder what... I can't increase the speed from here, but this is probably unplayable on higher difficulties. It's already almost... Oh my god. It's already almost unplayable on the normal speed. I don't really like this one. Oh, and also when I died, it completely... I don't know if you noticed that. When I died, it completely reset the top. It's just really long and really loud. It's like pulling teeth. This next one is called Ping Pong, so let's, Oh, it's Breakout. Oh, I'm sure this fucking works. Oh. Do I even have to move? Does this game play itself? Woo! Oh boy. Oh, Pro-200, you have outdone yourself with this. This next one is Swallow Snake's Egg, which is nowhere near as alluring or tantalizing as I'm sure it sounds to some of the people watching this. Let's take a look. Man, I fucking love cowboy snakes. Yeah, it's Snake. That's what it is. Oh, if you hold down the button, the snake will speed up. But it also looks like you kind of drift when you turn, and it doesn't turn that well. So this next game is called Flying Bees. Oh, we're shooting the bees. This is more reminiscent of was it Donkey Kong 3, where you're shooting DK at the top, and no, actually this is more Galaga Galaxian. The enemies can wrap the screen, but you obviously cannot. Sheep, thank you for the 13 Twitch pennies. Watch out for the bee. Oh no, I'm gonna lose the instructions. I don't know how to play this game. Yeah, that's I noticed. Okay, hang on. Down here, there is some sort of a level indicator. Can we? It's cherries. Some little. Yeah, whatever. Some little Pac-Man cherries actually appeared. And if I, holy shit, hang on. If we tilt the screen back, it's not gonna focus on this that well. If we tilt the screen back, you can actually see on the LCD. There's all these other steps that it goes... Shut up. Let me see if I can see what those are. Okay, so you got cherries. It looks like a banana. An apple, grapes, another apple, probably a peach or something. Watermelon slice, a strawberry, a pineapple. What I believe is a flower, a pepper, a mushroom, a star, and then it looks like a three-pointed tip of an iceberg. I was just interested in seeing that because obviously, the Namco arcade games like Pac-Man, they start with the fruit, but as you progress further on, you get keys, you get crowns, you get things that are not fruit. So I was curious to know if they were doing the same thing with this, but I guess the answer is sorta. Let's take a look at Hammer Attack. This, I'm sure we'll figure it out. It can't be that fucking hard. Oh. Oh, okay, you hold the button down. No, wait. Can we just start that again? Just stop. Okay, you press down and the button at the same time. This is whack-a-mole. That's all this is. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I slowly switched my view from looking at the Pro-200 to looking at the stream, so I could see what you guys were doing, and that's what I get. That's what I get for doing that. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Thank you. Can I talk now? Starting with the letter I, we're getting into the brick games. This is letter I corresponds to left moving brick, which is of course Tetris, sideways Tetris, West Tetris and East Tetris. This is West Tetris. All right. No, left moving, rotate. Hang on. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, it's just doing some dumb bullshit where the blocks at the bottom are scrolling to the left. That's all this is. Okay, I thought the blocks would be coming in from the left, and I was like, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, here, let's get a line real quick. Look at that. Oh boy. Can't wait for this gameplay mode in Tetris the Grandmaster. Waiting to see this one at AGDQ, of course. Shit, looking at this from the side is actually really hard. What is J? Okay, this is the same thing, but you're just gonna get garbage lines coming up from the bottom. Right moving brick is the same thing as left moving brick. I'll leave it to you to guess how they differ. Rotate blocks to fill in lines. Completed lines will cause block pattern to change. Let's see what. Tell you what. That's number L. That's number L. Haha. Number 50. Let's take a look at what that one is. Okay. Nothing's moving around, so let's see if we can figure out how this scores a Tetris. This is a little bit easier to manage because it doesn't just have, pieces scurrying around all over the place. That was actually surprisingly disorienting. Let's go for the Tetris, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what did that just fucking do? I wasn't looking. It spit out a bunch of garbage though. Oh, that's because this is the game mode for that. It gave us 1,000 points for the Tetris, but it just put a bunch of garbage blocks at the bottom because of the game mode. Let's skip to the last game on the Pro-200 before we move over to tonight's game. This one is called Combination Brick. So we'll take a look at start that up. Let's just experience how this goes together. Oh, they're changing my pieces. Oh my god, they're changing my pieces on me. And it's just spitting out random garbage on the screen here. That's good. That's good. Wait. Oh, no, it changes the piece every time I press the button. It gives me a different... This is like... This is the type of, like, broke-ass Tetris that, like, you accidentally make. When you're trying to program a Tetris game, you're like, huh, turns out the button we set for rotate actually just causes you to trade pieces with the one in the game. Holy shit, this is really bad. So wait, sometimes it just changes pieces whenever, though. Hang on, like if we do this, hang on, if like we just don't touch it, will the L piece turn into something else? Well, now it just disappeared. It reset to the top. So not only can the pieces change just whenever the fuck they feel like it, sometimes you'll put them down and they just disappear instead. It's just like this is as much of a version of like asshole Tetris as, oh my god, that's infuriating. It's like that version of Tetris that gave the blocks, it gave them all it gave them just physics. And so the blocks don't stack, they like fall over and shit. This is, what is, I don't even, you can't even play this. Like, I mean, okay, you can, but you can't win. The game just makes it up as it goes. That's beautiful. There is one thing we haven't tested yet. We do have to test the calculator function. So if we press on down here, the calculator does work. The battery, I presume, the button cell battery that has been in here is the one that was in there when it was manufactured, and those things are made to last forever. So thankfully, you know, 21 years later, it still has enough juice in it for us to say, if you have 256 games, multiply that by 15 speeds and 15 levels. How many ways to play are there? Well, there's 57,600 ways to play on the Pro-200 game system. That's gonna do it for okay, this has the calculator actually. Now, the calculator has its own dedicated on button, and it also, you know, it has its own dedicated off button as well. It's not a solar calculator. There's no solar pad for it. It's just a battery-operated calculator. But I tell you what, though, we got the Pro-200 lets you write boobs on it. That's the Pro-200 game system. I have a couple of anecdotal things I could talk about regarding the Pro-200. When I was much younger, my buddy Sea-Dog and I, he had one of these. His was purple, though. I don't remember where he got it from. I think he bought it from, like, the local charity shop or something, or I don't know. Maybe his mom got it for him. I don't know what it was. His mom used to bring him the weirdest shit from, like, Goodwill and garage sales around town. And I remember she also got him a magic set, like a big ass, like a big box, like a box, fucking like I'm looking maybe like a foot tall, like a proper box full of. It was a magic set, and the reason the box was so big is because there was supposed to be a top hat inside of it. But I'm thinking, like, they make collapsible top hats. Just put a flat, whatever. But the magic set was complete, with the exception that it was missing the top hat and the wand, and it also didn't have the instructions. So it was just a bunch of shitty little cups and balls and like the rainbow handkerchief and shit, and we spent like the whole weekend just inventing stupid magic tricks. But he had a Pro-200 game system, and he was excited for it until he played it. He brought it to school and showed it to me, and we started laughing because I was like, it's that fucking thing throwing away Street Fighter. And we played it, and you know it does this, like when you turn it on. So we turned it on. We're sitting in the back of the classroom. This thing is deafening in a fucking classroom that has those shitty like cinder block fucking Mexican prison walls, you know, the painted concrete blocks. This thing filled the room, and of course the teacher got pissed off and took it up. We got it back at the end of class, and after we played it, he hated the thing, and I remember we went out back behind his garage later, like over near the backyard, and we smashed it with a hammer. The Pro-200 is also integral. It's an integral piece in one of my favorite pictures of Chris Chan. When I'm editing this on YouTube, I'll put it on the screen right now. And it's a picture of Chris on one of his birthdays. I don't know how old he is in the picture. And he's sitting on this gaudy-ass couch from the fucking 70s that his parents had. And he's got the box, and he's like leaning back on the couch, and he's holding it this way. He's holding the box. And he's not making eye contact with the camera, and he's also not smiling, because I think he knows what it is. But that's the Pro-200 game system, sold for close to $20 back in the day. I got this for like $8 or $9 after, like, that's with shipping included. And you order it from TV, it's $19.95 plus, $5.95 shipping and handling. This tax title license, I spent like $8 on it. It's really funny because this device is apparently completely worthless to collectors. But you would think, having played such a major role in a really memorable, hokey ass 90s commercial, right, where the kids are dressed the way I am and they got their fucking big, trucker hats on sideways and dumb shit. You would think people would you would think this stupid thing would be ironically in style again. You would think that people would pay more than $8 total to have it shipped to them. When I was looking this up on eBay, just for the hell of it, just to see how much it was, because I was thinking about, well, if it cost, $15, maybe I'll bid on a couple of them and see if I can get one for the stream and we can play it. When I saw that I could get it for $4.17, buy it now, plus, shipping calculated to my zip code, and I saw other ones just for sale at the same price. Nobody fucking cares about the Pro-200, as they should. Whatever, that's fine. But everyone remembers it. Everyone remembers this stupid thing. And it's awful. If you were to ask me would I recommend the Pro-200, I would say no, absolutely not. Would I throw away a copy of Street Fighter 2 Turbo and never buy another cartridge again so I could play fucking Shooting Attack and swallow the snake's eggs? No. I love it for the audacity, for the balls they had to say you'll never buy another cartridge again over 50,000 ways to play. Fuck off. But, like I said, if you're watching this and you remember the Pro-200, you can go on eBay right now, grab you one, $5-6 plus shipping. It's as simple as that. And it's worth, if you're into collecting, like, oddities from the 90s or oddities in, like, handheld gaming and stuff like this, this is the original one, straight from 1998 in its original box. It's not a reproduction. You can grab one real cheap. It's not worth a shit, but there you have it. It's the Pro 200 games, with 56 more games on it than the name would lead you to believe. You're getting a real bargain here, okay? They say Pro 200, you're like, oh, only 200 games? Actually, they're doing you one better. It's got 56 extra games that they just couldn't figure out how to work into the name of that thing. But they're on there. And it's got a calculator too. So you want to do your taxes while play hang on. Do your taxes while playing. Hang on, there's one more thing I gotta do. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna play Shooting Attack. Okay. And at the same time, if there's 256 games on the system, and there's 15 speeds, and there's 15 levels, there are 57,600 ways to play on the Pro-200. All right, that's it. That's it. No more Pro-200. No more Pro-200. Thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Either way, your feedback is appreciated. And you can also subscribe to GatorBox if you like this content and want to see more of it from us. Catch us live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/GatorBox. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so at patreon.com/GatorBox or streamlabs.com/GatorBox.